The original Mortal Kombat was first released into the arcades in 1992, and I have fond memories of ripping out my brother's heart, virtually of course, in our local laser quest. The ridiculous gore, fantastical specials and ultra-violent finishing moves made the game an instant cult classic. So for someone like me who has followed the series since the beginning, it was tough to see it go downhill as the brutal combat was toned down so titles could be aimed at younger gamers. The new Mortal Kombat and the 9th in the series, however, is going back to the old school, and we spoke to Ed Boon, the series creator, about how it feels to get the blood back.
I think this is the first Mortal Kombat game in this generation that is a traditional M-rated Mortal Kombat game. Fatalities, all the kind of blood and everything that's very, very synonymous with Mortal Kombat.
Following in Street Fighter 4's footsteps and taking the gameplay back to the old 2D style has totally worked in the game's favour. But new games also need new innovations. What new stuffs have been added to this latest instalment?
It's really tapping into people's kind of nostalgic, memories of Mortal Kombat, at the same time offering new things, the X-ray move and the challenge tower and these kind of elaborate online gameplay. So it's the most complete Mortal Kombat we've ever made.
Hadouken! Oh wait, wrong game. So will Mortal Kombat be aimed at hardcore fighter fans, or is it going to be easy for anyone to pick up and play? Ed Boon, get over here and answer my question.
I think over the years, certainly over the last kind of 10 years, fighting games have become more and more technical, more and more catering just to the tournament players and people who have reflexes that can, count frames and all that stuff. And that's not the majority of players. The majority of players wants to pick up the game and just have fun. And so, this is the first Mortal Kombat game. While we're still very accessible, we are putting in layers that players who are a lot more advanced are going to really kind of devour and, take apart.
Great, so there's enough here to appeal to both the hardcore and the button bashers alike. Lovely stuff. But what about the gameplay? How have you implemented combos in Mortal Kombat?
A lot of the layers that we have in this game are like, little windows of opportunity where you can string two moves together. You punch somebody and then there's a little bit of a window where you can chain it into another move that, we didn't have a lot of those layers in the previous games. And also we have a number of little nuances like where you can cancel out of a move and, with the combination of canceling moves and chaining moves together, you can make a lot more elaborate kind of custom player combos.
Mortal Kombat is out in the shops now. I've played it and loved it. The true old school feel to the game is back, and not only did I find it a thrilling and exciting fighter, I was also chuffed to bits that the trademark gore and dark humour were back in the game. For fans of the series, I couldn't recommend it more, as it's a return to form for Liu Kang and the rest of the combat crew, but that's just my opinion. What do the stars of the new Mortal Kombat web series think of the game? Well, one of the stars anyway.
I think this game is really cool. I love the backdrops. I love the new finishing moves, the fatalities and stuff. It's really cool.